Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Mr. Sports We Do Math. I don't know what I'm even saying, but hey guys, let's start with the joke of the day. The joke of the day is this: how do you fit 6 elephants in your car? Well, just wait and find out. Today we are talking about ratios and rates. Here we go. Guys, a ratio. It says to write the ratio as this fraction in the simplest form. Well, you could actually write a ratio a lot of different ways. You could write a ratio like this, 62 to 84. You could also write it like this, 62 colon 84. Or you could write it as a fraction, as the first number going on the top and the second number on the bottom. And then from there, you guys would just reduce. They're both even, so they both divide by 2. You guys end up getting 31 over 42. And that is your ratio as a fraction in simplest form. On this one, it says to find the unit rate. Unit means 1. If you go a unit, you went 1 unit. So you want to find the rate when it's 1. So in this case, it's $2.70 for 6 cans. So we want to find out what it is for 1 can. So we always put money on the top, and we have $2.70 over 6. So if we're going to get the unit rate, we're going to go ahead and divide by 6 on the bottom, so we get 1 can on the bottom. And on the top, we divide by that exact same thing, so we divide by 6. So if you do 2.70 divided by 6, 6 doesn't go in the 2, so we put our decimal. 6 goes into 27, that's going to be 4 times. 4 times 6 is 24. Subtract, you get 3. Bring down the 0. And 6 goes into 35 times. So it will be 45 cents for 1 can. Next one. On this one, we're going to use the ratio to find the unit rate with respect to the specified units. In this case, is a laps per minute. So we're going to go ahead. In essence, obviously 0 laps and 0 minutes, that doesn't help us out much. But if we go 1 lap in 2 minutes, we want to know what the unit rate is. So it's the one on the bottom here, since it's laps per minute. Minute came second. We're going to go ahead and divide by 2 because we want the bottom to be 1. So we're going to have 1 minute here. And then we're going to divide by 2 on the top. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5 laps, or half a lap. And we would see that continue with any of these if I did the same thing of 2 laps over 4 minutes. If you just divided each one by 4, it'd end up being 1 minute and 0.5 laps, or half a lap. So that's true for any of those that you pick. So if you go over here and do the same thing, it says grams of protein per serving. So in this case, it's actually pretty nice because you guys could even just pick this one because 1 would be on the bottom. But let's say we went with, let's say this one. Grams of protein would be 45. You would have 3 servings. You want to know what it is for 1 serving because they said serving last. Grams of protein per serving. So then we're going to divide by 3. Oops, sorry. That's the joys of doing this without a stylus. Divide by 3 again, and 45 divided by 3 is 15 grams of protein per serving. All right, let's go on to the next one. On this one, it just says at 9 a.m. you've run 2 miles. At 9:24 a.m., you've run 5 miles. What is your rate in minutes per mile? So in that 24-minute span, I ran 3 miles. 5 minus 2 would be 3. So in 24 minutes, I ran 3 miles. So that means my rate in minutes per mile, I want to get 1 mile. So I'd divide by 3, and I'd get 8 minutes per 1 mile. All right, so that should take care of mostly everything today. You're just really trying to figure out unit rates and dealing with rates and changing rates into fractions and making them in simplest form. So guys, here's the deal for today. The joke for the day is this. How do you fit 6 elephants in your car? Well, come on. That's not too hard. There'd be 3 in the front and 3 in the back. Have a great one, guys.